Letchmore Heath. Letchmore Heath. Welcome back to the channel. Me, Dave, of Dave's Photo, and today is all about photos. It's about all the camera gear that I use. I think we've 4 cameras now. And I'm in the lovely Letchmore Heath, which some of you may know as the, well, over there, just over that wall, is George Harrison's old manor, called the Manor, that he gave to the Hare Krishna, and they're just over there. So it's quite a famous area, very nice area as well. You saw when I went round on the bike, and I'm going to try the pub in a mo. 2 reasons for that. 1, I want a coffee, and 2, I may bring Mrs. T here for a lovely lunch, if she's a good girl. Anyways, this is the first time and will be the last time that all my camera gear will be in one bag on the back of the bike. 4 straps I put on, make sure it's going nowhere. So without further ado, we're getting to the bag. So let's open the bag, see what we've got. Well, I know what we've got, you don't. As you guessed. It's beat me up. Anywho's, so the first camera I'm going to get out and show you is what I would use if the weather is inclement. There's a threat of rain, genuine threat of rain, not like the last few days where there's been a threat of rain and nothing. Actually beautiful sunshine, so I don't know what the weather people are doing. But anyway, the main camera, key camera, one I don't mind getting wet, there, is my Canon R6. Tough as old boots, does everything brilliantly in all situations. I do have a small rig cage on it to make it easier to get on and off of tripods if I use them, or just basically for protection. And my current run and gun lens, as it were, is a EF, an old lens. It's an EF 50mm 1.4, and I advise most people to give it a go, because it's a step up from the 1.8 nifty 50. It's on a mount, EF mount to RF mount, and it's just a great workhorse camera. And with this setup, I can do many things without need for another lens. And if I do need another lens, then see, I professionally swerved straight into that. It was brilliant, wasn't it? I have my trusty 24 to 70 2.8 EF again, which, well, if you're into photography, you know that lens does virtually all, unless you're doing telescopic stuff. And I've got my 800mm RF at home for that, for when I do the moon shots, or long distance if I want to be a long way away and snoop in for some reason. But no, the 24 to 70, if I haven't got it covered with the the 50, which is great when you get in, when the light's going, because it's 1.4, so you can open it wide up. This gives me 2.8, which is more than enough for most situations. And you know, these are sharp as hell. So there's that. I do also have at home the 35mm RF, the newer one, F2 I think it is. So pop that back in the bag. I also do film. So now I had 100's of film cameras. I went on a spending spree like you wouldn't believe. Not all expensive, so it sounds more than what it is. But I had every single Canon film camera, every single one, and many of them. I had a few Nikons or Nikons, whatever you want to say, and a few loads of others of all different styles and types. But it's when I bought this camera, one of 2 that I own. I have, yeah, 1 or 2. Oh, a lovely squirrel. Just over there. Very nice. that everything changed. And I think some of you may guess what it is. The moon. No more teasing. Here we go, 'cause I don't want this video to be too long. There she is. The legendary Hasselblad 500 CF modular camera. Just awesome. This is the black version with an older back. I do have the newer one here, preloaded. This one isn't loaded yet, and there's a reason for that. I'll tell you that in a minute. And this is just beautiful. You know, I can just look down, Bosch, fantastic, and it's just stunning. The images that. And remember, I develop all my films in my shed and enlarge them to up to 16 by 20 at the moment, but I am going to give larger prints a go at some point. And I have two of these. I have the chrome version and the black version. Really, one is the spare, really, just in case there's a problem. Love these. And then this led on to my latest purchase, which is this. This is the Hasselblad 907X, that's that bit. And the back is the CVF, is VF, yeah, FV, sorry, 250C. This is the 50 megabit, or whatever it is, sensor, not the new 100. I couldn't afford the new 100, but I got this, and I got this for a good price off of Park Cameras. I'm not affiliated, but they do a damn good trade for me, so it's good enough. And I bought the 45mm lens as the only one I could afford because they're bloody expensive. We'll wait for the price to come down. And this has been a game changer. This is just awesome. And yesterday when I came back here just to check everything's okay, there's a field just there, just behind you. You can see it, turn around and have a look. No? Oh, okay. It's just there, and it's growing a whole load of corn. And I'm going to take a picture of this, so I'll share that at the end of this little video. This has just been a revelation. And the fact that there's no image stabilization. It's very basic, really, in all its format, but the colours and the pictures are stunning. And the amount of movement I've got in editing, I can really go to town with this. I can, to a degree, on the 35, but this is just insane. This is more like a 645-ish sensor, so it's more that way, like a very large 35mm, rather than 6x6, which is the thing. Now, what I can also do with this, and it's one of the reasons why I bought it, once it's switched off, yes it has, I can use this back, digital back, on this camera. So now this gives me a hybrid, a film digital hybrid, and I can use the 3 lenses that I've got for this camera on the digital back, and they all work. There's a bit of things you've got to do. You've got to do certain things to get it all working, but it's not hard. And this now sort of opens up a whole different raft, which I haven't really explored yet. So maybe on these journeys I'll explore that. I'll bring these two and do a sort of swap and change. I can't put the film on there, but you know what I mean? I can swap and change. So this is really my sort of current favourite camera. As long as it's not going to rain, because there's not much in the way of weather season. There's a bit, but not a lot. I wouldn't like to be stuck out here in a pouring rain or even a mild shower, because it's a lot of money. So yeah, that's it. I've got a tripod thing there. Okay, so it's going to be used in a minute. I also, for the film one, I have, as you saw, I've got a I've got 4 of these. I only carry an extra one. I have the Hasselblad tripod stand, which is fantastic. I also have the viewer, so I can look that way rather than down, so in case it needs to be up higher. And that's just awesome. It's also got a built-in meter, which I don't tend to use, because I do use the digital cameras as my meter now, and that's relevant because, let me just put that back. First of all, here is my flash for the Canon in case the weather's a bit inclement or I go indoors. It's just a 600 EX RT, just a standard one. A fantastic bit of kit, that. Lights up a room, no problem. Especially taking pictures of people, it's great, overcast. It's like a big softbox, but not so good to get detail and things. But pop this on your camera, or any flash, and you know, directional or away from, and it just floods it with a little bit of light. You get little highlights, and it's very nice. It's good to play with. Now, the reason why I use my digital cameras now, especially when I'm doing the hybrid work with these two, is I now use the digital cameras as spot meters. And then on the film, I tend to go up one stop, down one stop. It just gives me exposure bracketing for later when I develop the film, just in case there's something a bit wrong. Anyway, so I no longer use this. My Sekonic. This is the L558. I've never needed anything more. It works, but I don't use it. The battery's still live. Maybe sometimes, maybe if I'm doing portraiture or something, you know, to get it close up to people, because it's a bit less in your face, isn't it? But rarely use that now. But it's in my bag just in case. You never know. It looks professional as well, doesn't it? People think you know what you're talking about. What else? Oh yeah, a couple of little mini things. My favourite film is Ilford FP4 Plus in 120, obviously. I don't have any 35mm film cameras anymore. Just a great all-round film. But I also use Delta 400 if the weather is a bit. I'd still use this today because the clouds look nice and stuff. But if I need just that extra stopping a bit in the film, and I don't mind the grain. Grain's just part of the character of film photography. Too much is made of trying to get rid of grain in film scans and stuff. It's part of the vintage look. Why you're getting rid of it? You know, if you want digital, use the digital. Makes sense to me. Anyway, and the blubber to get all the dust off, because everything gets dusty every now and again. And these you pick up 2 a penny, so you should really have one. There's no excuse for that. And that's it really. That's my photo bag. I mean, here's my 50mm V lens. That's closer to 35mm-ish, somewhere around there in 35mm photography. So if I want a wider shot than the 80, I'll use that. Oh yeah, there's my film there. All the bits of film, some filters, cleaners, what have you, usual stuff every cameraman should have. And that is it. That is my bag. I'm going to do that picture, and I'll share that with you. It's a bit overcast, but maybe the clouds look nice, because they do look a little bit bubbly and fluffy. And then I'm going to go have a coffee, and then I'm going home. So thanks for watching. It really is great, all the feedback that I'm getting, even so early in my little new channel. You know, if you want to subscribe, great, that's fantastic. I'm not forcing anyone. Thumbs up would be nice. Comments, great. And on the next video, I've already got one person who's put a mileage in, which is great, for the Calimoto journey, which will start here. This is my point where I'm going to start here, because it's not just so nice, and the local area is nice. So put a mileage below of anything from 25 up to 500. Calimoto only goes up to 500, which I tried the other day to see if I could go up to 1 million to catch you out, but no. Only goes up to 500, so anywhere between 25 and 120, no, 500. Although 500 is going to be work if I pick it. Below in the comments, and we'll see who I choose for the first Calimoto Photomoto video. Again, thank you so much, love you lots, and hope to see you again very, very soon. Wish you well. Ta-ta for now. Another little treat for you. This is Elstree Aerodrome. I've never been here before. A friend of mine who passed away, I believe, flew in and out of here a few times. It's quite familiar to one or two people on YouTube. But it's nice. All the little planes. A little cat. Anyway, that's the end of the video. There's something else out. Hope you enjoyed that little excursion there. A few little Fiat's 500s. Here's Elstree Aerodrome, if you've heard of it. I'll have a quick look. That's enough from me. Love you lots. Stay safe. It's half an hour.